So, I lowered in my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladder in the other room?
The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be.
So you mean the Phantom was the one who knew that particular ladder was going to be used?
That's right.
Is Detective Fulbright? Here.
Can I say that again, Sean?
I said it.
Could you say it again? Wait a minute.
It's fucking Fulbright. That little fucking shit did it. That little shit fucking did it. He's a detective, so he was behind the scenes.
No.
Oh my fucking god. Fulbright. Daniel, stop hogging all the villains.
That's why he that's why he messed up with the evidence. This is his plan all from the beginning. He's not a himbo. He's not stupid, guys.
It was Fulbright all along.
He was not a fool.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told by the detective leading the... Ah!
That's my face right there, Phoenix. That's my face right now.
You've got to be kidding me.
You figured out right. Do you know who the Phantom is?
Yes, I do.
Who is it? Who killed Clay?
Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom,
Mr. Fulbright,
is
Mr.
none other
Fulbright.
than... Is it actually the Detective Fulbright?
I don't think, but it's the detective. There's only one detective in this case. Plus, he tampered
What
with
about
evidence.
Candace Arm?
She's dead.
But then she died after, like... Okay.
She's dead. Plus,
Dude,
Fulbright was also in charge of
I
that
don't
case
want
too.
it to be Fulbright.
Listen. They also said someone who is in charge behind the scenes, someone who can pull the strings, and is still alive, and he's a detective who told what's her name, the Black Will to lower the ladder. That was in the scene of the crime. Fulbright.
I don't want it to be Fulbright.
Bobby.
Okay.
Damn it, Bobby. As they say.
Fed, it's okay, Daniel. We'll get you a new detective at the store tomorrow.
Oh, let's keep that laugh for your detective.
Phoenix.
Wait, really? Okay. After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. Was it me? Is that Fulbright?
I think that's Aura.
Yeah.
I was on duty.
A store?
Wait, that's Aura?
I don't know. Just give it whatever it was. I don't actually know.
Just give it Fulbright. Let's give him the man.
I was on duty in the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind.
So I lowered my emergency ladder. Like the 5th time I'm saying this fucking sentence. Like the start of leading the evacuation told me to.
His objective was to secure his own escape route.
Oh my god, how many fucking times am I supposed to fucking say this? Oh! We lowered on emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped for that way. Once everyone else got to safety, I made my own way down and headed on to the shelter.
This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion.
Take that!
Take that!
It was Fulbright all along.
What? What are you saying? You mean the Phantom is...
Fulbright!
Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom!
What? Mr. Wright, how could this be?
That's easy, Your Honor. Detective Fulbright was leading the 4th floor evacuation effort. Our first clue is that he made no attempt to have any other ladder put to use. The ladder in the robotics lab is the only one he ordered to be lowered. The second is that he directed everybody to the basement shelter via this ladder.
Verily, it was all part of the plan to create an escape route.
After Detective Fulbright saw to it that the ladder was lowered from the robotics lab, he went to the lounge where he killed Clay Terran and he escaped into the Space Museum.
This is literally Among Us.
The museum started moving slowly, so he waited for the right time, got a running start. And just as the corridor was passing the ladder, he leaped onto it.
Sure, I don't believe it. That adequated detective did all that. Wait, was it really him? I mean, all this time I thought... Sorry, we didn't catch your name.
My name? I'm Bobby Fulbright, the heroic detective who defends our good citizens from evil, the champion of justice who comes running whenever you're in need. And my catchphrase, it's in justice we trust.
Then his concern for Simon was also all just one big act?
I swore to reform Prosecutor Blackwell and make him a valued member of society again. So I can't just sit by and watch him give in to his emotions and tear the defendant apart.
That monster killed Clay? He had me completely fooled. Come to think of it, he was the one who brought that bloodstained letter to court too. That scumbag even made me turn on Athena. Damn it! How the hell did I fall for all that? For him to have wormed his way back into the police department as well.
Your Honor, the defense demands to question Detective Bobby Fulbright.
I agree, we need to hear from him right now. The court will take a short recess and then Detective Fulbright will take the stands.
So what do you guys think of that?
Says, God damn.
Phoenix Wright. That was the joke.
Oh my god. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So you mean... the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used? That's right.
Who could it be?
It's freaking... what's his name? I forgot his name. Hello, Fulbright!
Oh my god.
Fulbright, time the international
Totally,
spy.
oh totally, yeah, oh totally.
Wait a minute.
So I lowered the emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. Wait.
But wasn't that Fulbright? Ms. Beckel lowered the ladder after being told to by a detective leading the...
It was him. He was the... Not him being the... I mean, he was the detective. Oh god, Phoenix is dead!
You gotta be kidding me. Did you figure it out, right? Do you know who the Phantom is?
Oh my god, did our joke backfire into truth?
Yes, I do. Who is it? Who killed Clay?
No.
Our mystery spy known as the Phantom is none other than...
No. No way.
I'm gonna...
You're just gonna slowly... No!
Bobby, don't do this to me.
How old would he have been 7 years ago?
Like 26.
No.
Are you a national spy? And it's right there. He led the evacuation effort at the Space Senate.
Not Bobby Fulbright. No.
I'm
not our wholesome boy.
I'm gonna.
Oh no.
Oh no, it's going straight to a thing.
Oh no.
After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you.
No.
As the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. No.
His objective was to secure his own escape route.
Because she straight up said, why didn't we just use the other ones?
Yeah.
Because it had to be that specific spot.
That's you.
Oh yeah, we lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone— wait, no. Once everyone safety, I made my way down to and headed to the shelter? Oh, it was her? Okay, yeah. I don't remember her saying that.
This was long ago when we first met her.
That's probably why I don't remember her saying
This is a detective you all know.
No.
He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion.
Yo, he's the one who gave us the lighter.
He is.
Which led to Athena being accused.
Yes.
Seemingly, like, undoubtedly. So that anything would be as far away from him as possible. And he'd be like, oh my god, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Oh no. What? Are you a psychopath?
Are you a spy?
Well, no, not psychopath. It'd be a sociopath, right?
What are you saying? Do you mean the Phantom is...
Detective Bobby Fulbright?
Exactly. We're all taken in by his fake persona.
So he's a fucking sociopath.
Detective Fulbright's real identity is... the Phantom.
He's a sociopath! He's a sociopath!
My god.
That's what you know, they behave like the way that they know people would want them to.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
Why you gotta do that to me, Bobby?
That's why that one day he was so
Why you gotta do
cooperative
that
with
to me,
us, you
dog?
know? Like, cause, oh my god, no!
Well, I guess next time we're gonna see where the hell this
god!
goes. Oh my god.
Like, this is the biggest, this twist is the one that is shaking me the most out of this whole damn series.
I think this is the most surprising twist that I've seen in quite a while.
Like, in recent memory. Like,
yeah.
What the frickety frackin' frock?
He had us all played like a fiddle, man.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my god.
What? It doesn't explain this one last thing. What's that, Phoenix? So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. Oh, no. Oh, no! Like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. We know who it was. No! This can't be true! But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms? Oh. Oh my Oh no! The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. He couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. So, you mean the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used? Oh, I feel sick. That's right. Who could it be? I feel sick. I've loved him from the start. I loved him the moment we saw him. This can't be true. Wait a minute. So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. Fuck me. They even said it again in case you didn't catch it. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the... Oh, Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Phoenix, we know. You've got to be kidding me. Did you figure it out, Wright? Do you know who the Phantom is? Oh, I think we have. Yes, I do. Who is it? Who killed Clay? Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than... I hate this. I hate this. I can't believe this. No, this fucking game, I swear to God, every time I think it's never gonna pull the wool over my eyes like it has in the past, and I'm like, never again will I be fooled. There's no way they could outdo that one. He's been with us through the whole game. He's been helping us through the whole entire game. Oh, I'm gonna be sick. I loved him as a character. Like, if I didn't like him, if it was obvious, well, fine. But, like, wow, dude, it was not obvious to me. Maybe it was obvious to you and I'm just dumb, but, like, After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. Oh, Bobby, say it ain't so. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind. Oh, I can't believe this. So I lowered my emergency ladder, like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. Oh no, oh no, oh no. His objective was to secure his own escape route. I feel sick. Oh, Jesus. When it's someone you don't like, it's one thing. This was not building up to him in the slightest until right now. Oh, I don't like this dang and robot music. We lowered an emergency ladder from the 4th floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too, and headed to the shelter. Oh no, oh no. This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. What's gonna happen? He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he's without emotion. Man, that definitely threw me off. How are they gonna explain that? Bobby's full of emotion.
Take that!
Bobby. No, I really liked him so much. What? Are you saying? You mean the Phantom is Detective Bobby Fulbright? Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom. Holy fucking shit! This can't be! But who else could it be? Now things are starting to make sense. Inside job is right. You don't get much more inside than being a detective, do you? How are they gonna explain that?
But it doesn't explain this one last thing.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me. Here we go! Here we go, everybody! We're going to do it! But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have used the ladders in the other rooms?
Because of this! The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder! But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be.
So you mean the Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used?
Oh my God almighty, that's right. Who could it be? Wait a minute.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me.
Oh my god, no! Why? Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told by the detective leading the... No! Ah! Why? No!
Yes, I was right.
But no!
It's gonna be these evil, and it sucks because I like this character. No, he's just gonna be evil and probably not show up anymore after this.
You've got to be shitting my dick!
Did you figure it out, Miss Wright? Do you know who the Phantom is?
The Phantom Menace! Yes, I do.
Who is it? Who killed Clay?
Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than Athena Sykes! Apollo Justice!
Oh wait, by the way, you guys also pointed out I missed the wiping thing we brought up. It was from the last episode when we were talking about the blood on the sword. There was a moment where it's like she could have wiped it off. And one of you guys posted the what they actually said there, and I think the funny part was that like Edgeworth is like just basically shoots down Phoenix, and the Phoenix goes,
Yes, Daddy! What the hell? Why Daddy? I don't know. But anyway, it's obviously Trucy. Trucy, you did it. No, Juniper Woods. No, it was Blackwell again. No, this dead lady. Maybe the Yuri Cosmos? No, the robot. No, God damn it, Wright, will you just get on with it already? Alright, fine. It's probably fucking Fulbright. Justice is dead.
After
After the explosion, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective.
I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. On duty. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. How many times do I have to say this?
Explain this one last thing. How did he know who was going to take the fall for it, maybe? I don't know. So I lowered my emergency ladder. Oh, but she saw it happen. Oh, crap! Wait a minute. She saw it happen, but that doesn't fit with the timeline, though. Or does it? Well, wait. Yeah, it does, though. Because she saw it happen, then she climbed down the ladder, and then the ladder was still there for him to use after all of this. But it depends on where they went after they climbed down the ladder. Did they just stand around outside? Because, like, if there's a fire, I guess you normally would. But I don't know if they would have stood at the base of the ladder. I mean, you're just getting into semantics at this point. Or not semantics, but too much detail. The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be. The Phantom must be someone who knew that particular ladder was going to be used. Oh, shit. No! The detective was the one who told him to use that ladder. No! No! That's not possible. That's not happening. There's no way they would do that. Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the... But... No! I'm not... No. This is a red herring or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but this ain't even right. Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom... Oh, no! It's not him! No, it can't... No, it's not! There's no freaking way that he did that. Look at this dude. This guy is probably 110 pounds soaking wet. Detective Fulbright is a big chunky football player. I don't believe they're taking it this way. There is no freaking way that dude did it. Well, he's only 33. Bless his little pea-picking heart. I can't believe this. I cannot believe this. It's still too early, so and we know it's probably, we're going to disprove this, right, at a certain point. After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor. It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind. That's my lord, my emergency ladder, like the detective. Yeah, you just said that. Mm-hmm. His objective was to secure his own escape route. No! Oh, get off of this. He didn't do that. We lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone... Oh, this case just got so freaking good. I mean, despite what I'm saying here, this is a good for... Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down to and headed to the shelter. That's right, they went to the shelter. That's what they did, okay. So they weren't standing at the bottom of the ladder, This is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion. Take that! This... No! That's not... No. You can't do that. Detective Bobby Fold. Oh, Bobby. I love you, Bobby. I'm gonna get you out of this any way I can. I will stop playing this fucking game and stop the LP if it means that I don't have to see you behind bars.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to. But it was such a pain. Why couldn't they have just used ladders in the other rooms?
No fucking way. The robotics lab wasn't the only room with an emergency ladder. But he couldn't have made that leap unless he was certain which one it would be.
So you mean the Phantom must be somebody who knew the particular ladder was going to be used?
That's right. Who could it be? Wait a minute.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Oh my god, no way.
It just can't.
That's
be.
incredible. No, it has to be.
No, it just isn't.
Miss Blackwell lowered the ladder after being told to by the detective leading the... Ah! You've got to be kidding me!
No.
Did you figure it out right? Do you know who the Phantom is?
No!
Yes, I do!
Who is it? Who killed Clay?
Our mystery spy, known as the Phantom, is none other than... Oh my god, Trucy Wright.
Trucy Wright.
She's the only one who could do such things.
Can you believe it?
Oh my god.
He's been with Simon the whole time.
It literally says, too, he led the evacuation effort at the Space Center after the bombing incident. Oh my god.
The only thing is... Okay,
he kind of looks like a foreigner, too, compared to the others.
Like...
Damn.
Not Bobby! He was all about justice! For all!
That's crazy, and he was Blackwell's handler, too, and everything. Like, he's been there. Oh my god, and he's so, like, bumbling and weird, but actually cold and calculated. I love this! I love it so much! Oh my god.
He's been feeding us information the whole time. What?
After the explosions, a member of the staff crossed paths with a certain detective. I was on duty on the 4th floor.
It was quite the madhouse, I tell you. As for the detective who was leading the evacuation from the 4th floor, he had a very specific objective in mind.
So I lowered my emergency ladder like the detective leading the evacuation told me to.
Nailed it.
His objective was to secure his own escape route. And then he just had to find the perfect piece of evidence. We lowered an emergency ladder from a 4th floor window and escaped that way. Once everyone else got out safely, I made my way down too and headed to the shelter.
Oh my god. Injustice, we trust.
Right?
We
This
talked about that, sorry.
is a detective you all know. He's even the lead detective on the current case. Is he standing there at the top? He appears to be a very emotional man, but his psych profile says he is without emotion. Oh my god, and he was right under Black Quill's nose this entire time.
Right? The whole time.
But maybe that's why he was trying to work himself closer to Black Quill to get that psych report.
He knew!
He knew.
Oh my god! Take that!
I'm still like in disbelief.
Bobby heckin' Injustice Fulbright?
What are you saying?
You mean the victim is...
Detective Bobby Bullright! Exactly. We were all taken in by his fake persona. Detective Fulbright's real identity is the Phantom.